but we had an incident on the ship. See, the 45th Division out of Oklahoma, which was a National Guard outfit, they call them the Thunderbirds, and they were coming back with us. Now, I told you I'm 6'5". At that time, I went up to 180 pounds, but I had my boots fatigued and everything like that. And this first lieutenant is standing outside the mess hall. And I come in, and we're getting ready to go down. He said, "Boy, what size shoe do you wear?" I looked at it, I said, "I'm 6'5". I weigh 180 pounds, and I cover every inch of the ground I stand on. And I wear a 15 AAA, sir!" No more trouble out of him. And when I came back, the adjutant from my outfit was from Del Rio, Texas. Lieutenant Captain Epstein. And when we were on the ship, they would tell you, okay, so many guys stay down, send the rest up, you got to swab the decks and everything. Now, when I got on the ship, I didn't have any chevrons on. I just had a fatigue jacket on. And this one little bucking joker told Captain Epstein that he said, "I told the soldiers to swab the decks, and everybody swabbed the decks except him." He said, "Who?" So when I came, he told me, he said, "Swab the deck." I said, "Not me." I went on up on the deck. When it was time for the meal, I came down. And then he said, "That's the one he was talking about." So Captain Epstein said, "Well, we had to cut this out. So you had to start wearing your chevrons." So the next day, we were on the ship. So many soldiers were assigned to the mess hall. Well, as you know, the Navy is very strict. So I was KPNCO.
Okay.
And I'm down there waiting for this lieutenant to come. He come down there and he put on these white gloves. I'll never forget this. And went around the scullery. Now, you know, the sailors are going to clean the ship good. The soldiers didn't. He put on them white gloves and reached around that scullery and come down, and them gloves, oh my God. He chewed me up the wall and outside the wall. He said, "Now look, I'm going to come back down here at noon, and I don't want to see anything like that." I said, "Yes, sir." So this same joker, little bucking sergeant, I said, "Come here." I said, "When the mess officer come down here, I'm going up on the deck and go to the PX. I said, you report to him." I ducked that one. Now he wanted to buck on somebody.
Right.
If they didn't, when that mess officer come down and put them white gloves on around, if that thing better be clean.
Yeah. So was it clean when the mess officer came?
Oh, it was very different. It was different from what it was from that morning mess.
Right. I got you. And this was the 2 weeks coming back?
Yeah, 2 weeks coming back.
Took you 2 weeks. All right. And where did you land?
Pittsburgh, California.
I mean,
Camp Stoneman at Pittsburgh, California.
Oh, okay. All right.
We stayed. We were outside in San Francisco Bay. Got in that early, but we wouldn't dock until later.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And we stayed there, and then we got on the troop train and went from Camp Stoneman to Chicago.
Okay.
On to Fort Sheridan.
Okay.
And that's when we got a 30-day leave.
All right. So you were discharged in Chicago after you leave.
Well, see, no, I came back. I had 30-day leave.
Right.
Then I came back.
Okay.
And they had ACAC outfits stationed all over Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And
so how much time did you have left once you got back from Korea?
Well, see, I came back from July until September.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Well, see, I came back from July until September.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you now. Okay.
Now, see, we had an interesting thing when we came back there. I joined an outfit which was a National Guard outfit from North.
Okay.
And we were where the dependents were, and the rest of the outfit was in Skokie, Illinois. What was Skokie, Illinois? They had latrines out in Skokie, Illinois.
Oh. Okay.
And there was 25 of us that stayed at Fort Sheridan to keep the things up. And the captain come in and told me that he wanted, see, the dependents stayed over there. He said, "Don't want these kids over here doing this," and blah, blah, blah. We did that. And the guys would come in and take showers.
Okay.
And the first day I went out there, he had a little corporal. He called them in and went out, and they tested me. Come out, unbloused shirts, smoking cigarettes and everything. I stood there and looked at them. So I told him, I said, "Look, fall in, corporal." And I had to give them what was known as Army Standard Procedure. You know, you guys have forgotten all that. You know, I'm not going to have all this. I made them on picking a police call, picking up and doing everything. I made them march. And then I marched them over to the motor pool.
Right.
And now you swab these trucks and everything like that. Then you go back to the company.
Right. Right. Okay.
And that I didn't have any problem until some guys came in one night and the water wasn't hot. I said, "Well, you go back out and heat the thing." The guy said, "Well, I don't think we should do that." Blah, blah, blah. Because I said, "No, I'm going to tell," I said, "I'm going to tell the captain that you came in and we didn't like your attitude." And I said, "Furthermore, we got a problem, bring it to me. I'll go see the captain." I said, "Don't worry, I'm going to see the captain tomorrow."
Right.
And I don't have any problem.
Right. Okay.
But then it ended up, we were all stationed out in Skokie.
Okay.
And Army payday. Army get paid last day of the month. Captain came in, paid us, and left. And 6 of us are in the captain's room shooting craps. And I don't know how long, that colonel was standing up there watching us, because everybody had their back to him except me. I was the only one facing the door. And I happened to look up, and there was Colonel Myers standing there. I said, "Attention," and snatch our money up. And he said he wanted to inspect the barracks. So I sent one of the other fellows down there. He wasn't down there 10 minutes. He came back up. And they said, "Well, how long was he down there?" I said, "I don't know how long. I really don't care." Because, you know, this last day of the month, guys are,
Sure.
you know.
Right. Right. Okay, so now you're a short timer.
Short time.
Okay. What was it like getting back home? I mean, getting back to Chicago, basically to the Chicago area.
Well, see, I had relatives, and I used to go to Chicago quite a bit. But I know, I said, one way I killed a thing, we had typing school. So I signed up to go to typing school. We went to Waukegan, Illinois. They had a typing instructor from Waukegan High School was teaching us how to type.
Yeah, well, this is when you were still in the military?
Yeah, before I'm getting ready to get discharged.
Okay.
So I signed up and went there, and then, so the first day she said, "Turn to page 22, do exercise 5. And everybody in the type had been typing except I said, "Oh, I don't know how to type." I'll go there, boom. And they said, I raised my hand. I said, "I come here to learn how to type." She said, "First of all, get your fingernails cut." And she said, "Rent you a typewriter." So I came into Chicago and I went to a typewriter place and I said, "I want to rent a typewriter." They said, "Where are you stationed? What's your address?" I said, "No, we can't do that." I said, "Okay, I learned a lesson." I went right down the street, come back, and I used my cousin's address. And I got my typewriter. And when before I got out, I could type 30 words a minute. When I first went, I couldn't type 1 word a minute.
Right. Okay. All right. All righty. Okay. So when you got discharged, what did you do then?
When I got discharged, I came home and I went to school.
Okay. You came home to Decatur, Illinois,
Yeah.
and went to school. All right. What school did you go to?
I went to the University